Hey friends, it's Dimitri with Rubashka Streetwear. So right now I'm driving to another town close by to go pick up a sticker order from the place that I get stickers made at. And I'm excited about that because that means that I will have all of my product in for the month's drop. I've had some issues with that this year. Some of the suppliers were behind schedule on things. I would also order stuff too late, so then the production schedule would get messed up. But this time around, I planned a little bit ahead because I knew it was going to be Black Friday this month, right? So I tried to get everything in earlier. This sticker order, though, was like a last minute kind of thing because I made a design. I'm like, oh man, I should definitely make a sticker pack for that to sell those because it's going to be Black Friday. So I have all my product in, which means that shipping it out will be really quick and fast. And that's going to be a good thing because this Black Friday is going to be big. So this video is going to be about that. So if you are running your brand and you want to increase your sales and get rid of some old or excess inventory and find new customers, on Friday it's going to be your chance, or this week. So a lot of businesses, they run Black Friday sales for an entire week or for a single day or for a few days. What I'm going to do and what I like to do is I run it for about 2 days, maybe 3 at the most if I do that in the future. But I think 2 or 3 days is really good because it makes that window of like limited availability small, but it's not too small where you're going to squeeze out customers. And the reason why you want at least a few days to have a Black Friday sale is because you're going to have people that are international customers and they might not wake up or be aware of your sale the same day that it's going on because they're in a different side of the world. And the way that social media works oftentimes is that you might post something and a lot of people might see it, but then also a lot of people might not see it. So they might not see your post for a few days. That's just how the algorithm works. Sometimes people are not on their accounts for days on end. Maybe they're on vacation or camping or something, right? So they don't even know what's going on. So you want to keep that window large enough where people get in, but small enough where you have to have that sense of urgency for them to purchase something, right? And like Black Friday is a good way to have at least one sale a year. I don't recommend doing sales all the time, but if you're going to pick a day to do a sale, I think Black Friday would be the day to do it because people are aware that there's sales going on. And someone that has not purchased from your brand in a while or at all yet, this would be a good time for them to put a purchase in, and that will help you gain another customer. So if you have a good first impression on Black Friday, you have your product ready, it's ready to ship out, and it gets the customer fast, they might become a lifelong customer after that. So you should do definitely a lot of prep work for your Black Friday, and I'm gonna explain what I'm doing right now and what I'm going to do today. Today's gonna be a very, very busy day because tomorrow is Thursday and I'm launching my Black Friday sale that's gonna last for 48 hours. And then also along with that, so that's going on for 2 days. But the third day, kind of I said 2 or 3 days, the third day I'm going to do is Cyber Monday because there still might be people that missed out the first 2 days of Black Friday. But Cyber Monday, I usually do free shipping in the United States and discounted shipping for international orders. And that way you can get a few dozen more sales rolling in for people that missed out on Black Friday or are not into that whole thing. Because Cyber Monday is also a very big day for e-commerce, and you should get ready for that. So one thing that I'm going to do today is I'm going to carefully go through all of my inventory and make sure that I have the item and that it's listed. Because this actually happened recently. This is a mistake that I made on my part. And I have done this several times. It's something that I need to work on, and it's just transparency. So whenever I send in an order list to the place I get my stuff made at, sometimes they might not have a certain item in stock for that size and color. So for instance, last time I sent an order in for I made this hoodie, like a CIA themed hoodie, and they were basically like, oh, we have everything in stock except double XL larges, double XL larges. And I was like, okay, sounds good. But I totally forgot for some reason to take those off my inventory, because I was basically plugging in what amount of inventory I'm going to have for that particular style, and I totally forgot to take those off. I put a couple that I thought I had. Then a customer purchased it, and I was like, oh shoot, man, they purchased something I don't have. I'm going to have to email them or refund them or send them an alternative item if they choose, right? I sent them an email. I was like, hey, do you want a refund or do you want a different item in the same size? They never responded. I waited like a couple more days. Then I just canceled their order and it got refunded. But then they emailed me and they're really upset about it. And they're like, man, this sucks. Why would you do that as a brand? I'm like, hey, I'm sorry. We tried emailing you. It was oversold inventory. And we're not really going to be making that hoodie right away again, because I do restocks on a particular schedule. So basically this has happened multiple times, although almost every time I send an email, the customer does want an alternative hoodie, which is a good thing. So I saved that sale because I guess they're still interested in the brand enough to want something else, right? Because I don't just cancel orders flat out. I email them and I try to save a sale. So that's an important tip for you guys. Don't just cancel orders like that. Try to save the sale. Try to help the customer out as best as you can. Communicate with them. So that's a tip for you guys. Before Black Friday, go through your inventory and make sure you have everything. And plus, it's going to be a good way, because you should be doing the inventory monthly. It's if you're going to do it for that month, do it right before Black Friday and get all that squared away. That way you'll be ready for that. The next thing that you want to do is make sure that you have enough stock for that month. So don't be sitting on empty coffers with your stuff. Make sure that you ordered a bunch of stuff in so that people can order it, right? The video before this one, you guys will see the drop preview. So I have about 5 t-shirts that are dropping, and then a crew neck, a hoodie, a sticker pack, and then the bunker drop. That's the collectibles side of my brand where I sell books and collectibles. That has like hundreds of items. There's going to be hundreds of items on there and posters. So collectively, this is going to be the biggest drop of the year in terms of number of items. So, the customers have a very large selection to choose from, and there's going to be a pretty good discount. Now that I'm on that topic, for the discount part, you want to do a discount that's bigger than what you normally offer. So if someone asks for a discount code, I have 2. I have one that's printed on their packing slip that goes into their package whenever a customer orders any item, and they can use that once anytime they want. And then I have another alternative code that's the same amount discount, like 10% off. And I use that if someone asks me. So any customer from my store has 2 discount codes that are available. So your Black Friday discount has to be bigger than that because it's a special sale, obviously. But in general, unless you're in very dire straits and if you're in a bad position with cash flow and inventory, you don't want to make a sale that you're basically making no profit or you're selling stuff at a loss. That's only if you're in a very tight situation and you just need money right away. You want to make a sale that's big enough that the customer will get a deep discount, but it's still going to bring profit into you. So generally with clothing brands, you're looking at something like 20 to 50% off. That is a good range. I usually do around 20 to 30% off. that's what I can budge and still make a little bit of money, so that it's worth, making everything and actually making a profit to live and pay bills. I'm not like a millionaire out here, but that's enough that I could budge. And like I said before, it's a good way, especially for international customers. Shipping is crazy expensive, and when there's a Black Friday sale or Cyber Monday or maybe one other sale that you might do throughout the year, that is a great way to get those customers in. And usually those people order pretty large orders. On average, probably like half of my orders that are international, they're very large orders, so that's a good thing. Although I do have a shipping discount on international orders if it's over a certain amount, but that also eats into the profit a little bit. But it's not too bad because of the other things that I set up in shipping to counteract that. But yeah, so make sure that your inventory is clear and there's no irregularities. Make sure you're well stocked with stuff. And then one other point, make sure that you over communicate that you're having a sale, a Black Friday sale. Like I said earlier in the video, people might not be aware of it because of the algorithms that function in social media, or they just don't see it because they're not on their phone or doing something else. So what you want to do by over communicating is that basically just means marketing. You need to market your sale. So have several days, even a week before you do your sale, where you constantly say that you're having a sale. So make a post about it, make stories about it, and reiterate that several times so people know. Make a countdown on your Instagram where people can see that the days are counting down to your Black Friday sale. Make sure that you send an email blast over. I always stress this, make sure you collect an email list for your store, and when you send that email blast over, a lot of people will see it. And generally some people don't even scan through the emails that well. So it's kind of funny, every Black Friday I have people that purchase on the day. I have the discount code written on the top banner. I send the email and I say it's a Black Friday sale, but they don't even use the discount code, and they just buy a full price. And I mean, I guess they're happy about it. They never even notice. Some people just don't read, so that's the issue there, which is kind of funny. So yeah, blast out on social media, send out those emails to your email list saying that you have your sale going. And generally, if you do those things, you're going to be on track to have a good Black Friday sale. Another thing that you guys should do, this is actually what I did a couple days ago. Make sure that your shipping supplies are fully stocked. Don't be running on like 20 or 30% of what you normally have. If you guys watch my video about Kanban cards and how to reorder stuff, generally when you hit the card, the reorder card, that's when you reorder. But because it's Black Friday, it's a special event, and you are generally going to be anticipating more sales. Order that stuff early ahead of time. Make sure you're well stocked on all that stuff, because what will happen is you run out of shipping supplies, and that means that you're going to be going to another store to go buy supplies. And if you buy supplies at just a random store, they're always going to be 2 or 3 times the cost of normal supplies, even more. They just way overcharge for shipping supplies anywhere. You might be able to get away with it using Dollar Tree. They have some actually decent shipping supplies that I've used before, and I still use some of their stuff. But it's better to buy it, wholesale, at bulk, all that stuff at once before using like Amazon or Uline, stuff like that. And I actually did that. I was running low on poster tubes. I actually bought a different size because for this drop, I'm selling, I made a video about it, I'm selling the Soviet civil defense posters, so I got a bunch of nice shipping tubes for that ready. Actually, I'm going to say a tip about that as well. Because I'm selling kind of a more like a rare, higher valued item for that. It's a vintage poster that's in mint condition. I bought larger shipping tubes because I don't want the poster to get super curled up in there, and they're very like durable ones. And also I bought smaller ones because you don't want to send a poster on a very, very large tube. It's going to increase the weight, which is going to increase the cost, because the post office is running off the weight and the dimensions. That's how they calculate the cost for shipping stuff out. So I bought a poster tube that's nearly just a little bit longer than the poster rolled up, and it's also wider, so it's not going to be super curled up and kind of because that does kind of in a way damage the product. If it's rolled up super, super tightly, you're gonna alter the state of the paper. Literally, you're altering the molecular state of the paper. Although obviously if you flatten it out, it can bounce back in, but if it's super, super tight rolled up, that's not a good thing. You don't want that, and it just makes it more frustrating for the customer. Yeah, that's just a side note on the posters for you guys. Actually, I should make another video about that because I have some other things to say about that that's important. But yeah, those are generally some tips for Black Friday. You guys should, if you don't do a Black Friday sale, I recommend doing it. It will be a great way for you guys to get more customers, clear out old inventory, get cycle stuff through, and get more cash into your business, especially if things are a little bit slow. That's a good way to do it. So yeah, hope you guys like this video. I'm just going to be finishing my errands and eating some breakfast, and let me know down in the comments if you got any value from this video, if you have any other questions about Black Friday or anything else, and I'll try to get back to you guys. And yeah, have a good day. Thanks.